Aloha mai kako, a koma by the curtain call, a weekly program of reviews, previews, interviews, and features of and or with the great art and artists on Maui and beyond. I'm Paul James Brown. The latest exhibit at the Huinoiao Visual Arts Center in Makawao is a retrospective of Kaua'i artist Sally French. Welcome to My World is a loving, carefully curated exploration of important points of, quote, notable change, unquote, by former director of the Schaefer International Gallery, Neida B. Bangerter. Ms. Bangerter has chosen Ms. French's work for the last 30 years, from 1995 to 2025, to explore. The earliest work the viewer will find in the rear gallery. Here are two monotypes which are representative of Ms. French's sense of humor and keen observational skill. This is Chew Your Food with Your Mouth Closed, and here is Think Fast. In 2001, Hear No Evil, an offset monotype wax pencil work, was begun in the weeks after the destruction of the World Trade Center Twin Towers. It looks like one of the planes is flying into the ear, and one sees the explosion above. The facial expression doesn't seem to be reacting to the explosion, nor the hordes of bees on its head, even going into its mouth. In Burn, Bambi, Burn, an acrylic wax pencil work from 2003, Ms. French has taken a title from a hit song by Ash, Burn, Baby, Burn, and turned it into a thought-provoking work of art. For those of us of a certain age, Bambi was one of the saddest and happiest movies ever. Here we see Thumper crying as Bambi burns, overseen by Conehead. A shocked Mickey Mouse can be seen in the lower part of this work as well. The largest piece in the show is this 5 by 10 foot wax pencil on handmade Nepalese paper from 2005 entitled Rock the Casbah. Again, the viewer will be titillated by the detail in this work, from the flying asparagus to the creature in the hair of the masked egg holder to the armed bee shooting at the temple. There is so much to see here. Look at the exceptional tattoos on the astronomer. Now we come to Awful Close, a 2008 digital print from her book Wanderlust, The Keeper's Tale, which is below the picture. It is a fractured fairy tale about a group of women trying to save an egg containing the DNA to all lessons past. While the book is not on sale, there is a booklet of 15 postcards from it available for a rather nominal sum. Here are some of the images from it. This is Sachi, Amy. She stuffs him, Lil Bunny, Micro Huevo, Sachi's Blessing, and Yoko. In 2014, Ms. French spent 7 months on the 3rd floor of the University of Hawaii's art building. She was, quote, looking for a way to interpret this experience of student mentality immersion, unquote. She thought about the peculiar way people of a certain age puffed their lips in what was known as duck lips, which was supposed to be sexy. Here are Duck Lips Jessie, Pancake, and Lori, and Duck Lips me. What do you think? Again, Ms. French's fabulous sense of humor is on display in this monotype with wax pencil, Strap-Ons for Frenchie, French Poodle Tail, from 2016. See how Frenchie looks protectively and lovingly and longingly at his Frenchification. This work, Balzo and His Boo, an acrylic wax pencil on wood panel, was begun in 2008 and then reworked in 2017. I'm not sure what Balzo's Boo is, or even who Balzo is. There is a large profile of something that is outlined with the wood panel showing through, and then there is a small figure on the right of the piece that seems to be seated with arms hanging out of a kayak, ruminating. This one is most curious. Boomer is an acrylic spray paint wax pencil screen print from 2022 of a masked subject with what appears to be a Santa hat and flowers on it, and the question, quote, wait, you mean I'm the boomer? Doing duck lips, and there are what appears to be butterflies emerging from the boomer's mouth. The viewer will learn that Baby G's was begun in 2022 and not completed until 2024. Ms. French informs the viewer the muse has run out of ideas and challenges the viewer to find her, while Baby G's floats above the sea of humanity trying to save it. This is among the most enigmatic works in the show. The work that resonated the most for me was this one, Truth Never Perishes. Around the lower side is the title with Johnny Depp. One may recall the defamation suit Mr. Depp filed against Amber Heard in 2022. At the conclusion of his statement after he was awarded $15 million by the jury, he quoted Seneca, Veritas numquam perit, truth never perishes. Ms. French's 2023 acrylic spray paint, wax pencil, and resin work shows a wide-eyed, unmustachioed Mr. Depp with an iPhone and the Latin quote. He wears a hat with horns, or maybe donkey ears, and it looks like he has fangs. Kill No More 2023 is another acrylic spray paint, wax pencil, and resin work showing a teary-eyed ring-nosed Catwoman presiding over a mysterious nail-polished hand tickling her chin. The latest works are on the wall where the fireplace is. In these three related works, Ms. French returns to her inventive storytelling. Over the mantel is a wax pencil acrylic work called Alexander's Escape. It is a cage on a table with the door open. The viewer can see in the bottom right hand of the work the hind end of Alexander as he flees for freedom. If the viewer looks at the side of the painting, the rest of Alexander is there. Now comes the fun part. See if you can find these adorable beeswax hamsters. One has gotten far away. Incidentally, the hamsters are not for sale. Boo-hoo. The same goes for Burn Bambi Burn, but everything else can be had for the right price. Beneath the work called Lil Fosse is a story. It informs the viewer about the subjects of each of the works flanking Alexander's escape. There was another hamster, Sooty, who was Alexander's paternal relative. We are told Alexander was found in a fortnight, but Sooty went for an entire summer in the fireplace. That is why Lil Fosse is seen in this work trying in vain to clean the black ash from Sooty. On the other side, Lil Roscoe hums a tune as he has successfully captured Alexander. The Hui Noyao does a retrospective annually, and usually there are two artists, so it is quite the honor to have a solo retrospective. Looking back on Ms. French's contributions and the uniqueness of her work, that is the only thing they could have done. Ms. French has exhibited throughout the United States. Many of her works are in the collection curated by the State Foundation on Culture and the Arts. She has received funding from the National Endowment for the Arts twice and recognized with numerous awards. Roberta Ann Wiesenberg, again, has done a thoughtful and effective installation, and Ms. Bangerter has given us a marvelous taste of this, quote, seasoned senior, quote, unquote, who has been avant-garde her entire career and continues to challenge herself and us. Sally French, Welcome to My World, a retrospective of 30 years of work, continues at the Hui Noyao, 2841 Baldwin Avenue in Makawao until May 16th. The gallery is open Tuesday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Go and check it out, and be sure to take a close look. Maybe you will find the muse. Who knows? Well, that's Curtain Call for this week. Mahalo nui loa for joining me. I'm Paul James Brown. Maui strong. Ahui ho.